Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's live stream. So, we are taking a look here, of course, at Bitcoin, $55,000, which is awesome to see. Hopefully, we continue to see this kind of momentum across the board within cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. Of course, seeing now Bitcoin having a $1.07 trillion market cap is awesome. Of course, I think we still have a lot of more market cap to come, more price increases to come. We haven't even gotten to the Bitcoin halving yet, which is traditionally when the next bull run starts. So, this little bit of a run, I think, is just kind of a little bit of a boost, preparing everybody, showing everyone that crypto, Bitcoin, it is not dead, it is here to stay. And seeing prices like this paired with, major movements in getting the ETF approved and things like that is awesome. So, very excited to see, this kind of movement. And I think we may even start to see Bitcoin get a little bit closer to the $60,000 mark soon. So, hey, low roller, nice to see you here. Yeah, we're going to go with another vertical live stream here. Figured I'd come on for, 20, 30 minutes and see if we can get some more people. I think these ones usually get, like I said yesterday, a little bit more wider reach just with the algorithm that powers the YouTube Shorts versus um, regular type of stream. Just kind of trying out a few different things, but figured that with all of the price movement that we've seen 24 hours with Bitcoin, it's probably worth, coming on, doing a little bit of a live stream and kind of talking about some of the progress that we've seen, as we get closer and closer to, Bitcoin getting to that all-time high. So, very cool to see this. Low roller, you said you got spell token for 25 bucks today. Got 25,000 coins, down 48 cents. Hopefully that's as far down as it goes. And you can start, kind of picking up the slack there and getting a little bit closer to the next, finding that next Dogecoin. Because I do see you got some more Dogecoin, which happy to kind of take a quick look at Dogecoin as well. Dogecoin is kind of getting back up there again, sitting at about 8.9 cents. I do think that Dogecoin still holds an incredible amount of potential to, get back up towards where it was, seeing it up in the 60-cent range. That was crazy. A lot of people said it would never happen. But then, of course, we did see it get up there. We did see it, get that high, and it happened once, so there's no reason it can't happen again, which is, I think something to keep in mind when looking at a coin like Dogecoin. And yeah, low roller, like you said, great time to buy your favorite altcoins, great time to use faucets, great time to do, crypto surveys or things like Loot TV, Hideout TV, things like that. Um, you know, Start collecting now. You're ahead of the curve by, seeing that, this is coming and it could be, one of the best things that you do as we prepare for the next halving. Also, low roller, real quick, is the voice tonight a little bit louder or a little bit more clear? Just trying out a new strategy with the audio and just wanted to get your feedback on that because I know there's been some issues in previous streams. But yeah, absolutely. The real Bitcoin FOMO does begin at $100,000. I think we're going to see a big jump in, people trying to get in as we get closer to the 64 to $65,000 range where it was at last time, or it might have been somewhere in the 60,000s. I don't remember exactly, but you know, absolutely $100,000. I think there's going to be a lot of FOMO around that point. But with that being said, just because it's getting up there doesn't mean we're not going to see FOMO before then. I'm sure that some of the little bit of money that came into Bitcoin today was part of the FOMO of people, saying, hey, it's been around $52,000. Some of those people that said, oh, it's going to get up there and then fall right back down. Well, it didn't. And, now they're thinking, well, maybe I should invest. to get onto the Bitcoin train here while it's still fairly cheap compared to like you said, $100,000 or more. So there is still an opportunity to double your money, possibly even triple your money here. Depending on where you think the next top will be for Bitcoin. But Lil Roller said you heard Bitfrex exchange rug pull today. You heard the news. You should pull that article. I did not hear about that, but yeah, we can definitely take a look. Bitforex rug pull. I did not hear about that. Wasn't doing a ton of stuff with crypto today, but let's see. There's a CoinDesk article that we can definitely take a look at. Bitfrex website going dark. Mid reported 57 million outflow. Yeah, definitely flagged by Japanese regulators. Yeah, definitely not something you want to see. But hey, it's still a pretty strong day in crypto. So, you know, again, it can happen to anybody, any exchange, regardless of how big it is, how powerful it is, how much volume it has, things like that. So it's always best practice. Never keep your coins on an exchange. I think this is a great reminder. Always, 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 if you're using an exchange, make your trade, withdraw your coins. Regardless of what the different features are, stuff like that. There's always risks in storing your coins on third-party sites, even if they are the biggest and best exchanges. I would say the same thing about any of the ones that you would use today, crypto.com, Coinbase, sites like that. I don't think they're bad, but you never know what could happen. And it's always best bet to have your coins in your personal wallet. So, Low Roller said if they heard Dogecoin in the news again, same people with FOMO on Dogecoin like 2021. Yeah, that's very true. I think that's a very big potential. But real quick, I do see we have 8 people here in the stream. Welcome to anybody who is new. If you do have any questions or comments, about crypto, about Bitcoin, Dogecoin, other altcoins, please feel free to leave a comment in the live chat. Always happy to discuss anything about crypto and just get some more people into the community. So great to see some extra people showing up. I do appreciate everybody coming in, and I think as we get more people into the stream, we can, get more perspectives on crypto. What coins you think are going to go up? What coins you think will possibly be the next Dogecoin? Things along those lines. But yeah, we did get that 8 people. Looks like it fluctuated down to about 4 right now, but usually it takes a little bit longer in the regular streams to get to 4 or 5 people. So, I think yesterday's stream like this got about I think it was like 84 viewers in the half hour, which was way more than a lot of the other streams. So wanted to try it again here. Like I said, just kind of experimenting, trying to figure out ways to get more people into the Bitcoin Tips community and see all of the sites out there like Fire Faucet, Final Auto Faucet, Faucet Crypto, things like that that can really let you build up your Bitcoin holdings, your Dogecoin holdings, stuff like that, completely for free. I think a lot of people still think that when it comes to Bitcoin and cryptocurrency for faucets, that if you don't want to get Bitcoin, then you're kind of out of luck when it comes to faucets, and that's definitely not true. There are tons of sites out there, and with today's crypto landscape, I would say you would have to be trying to find a cryptocurrency that doesn't have some sort of incentive to get it for free. Most coins that are moderately popular have a faucet or more, more than one. So it's pretty easy to get out there and find coins that you can claim for free. So, that's something to, look into, regardless of whatever coin you think is going to be the next one to, really jump up in value. But Low Roller said we bought some more crypto today. Can only afford $100. Most of the investments are Dogecoin. So many coins to choose, but can't afford to buy them all. Yeah, no, definitely. You do have to kind of be strategic about what you're looking to invest in. It would be great to buy, $100 worth of every crypto because, you would hope to come out ahead on some of them, but, a lot of them would lose, value over time. So, definitely have to pick and choose. Like I said, I do think Dogecoin is, one of the safer coins that has a lot of potential. But it's great to see, some more money flowing into the crypto universe. The best thing you can is just continue, if what everybody's investment strategy is a little bit different, but if it comes for you to be $100 every month, regardless of the price of Bitcoin or Dogecoin or whatever else you're going for, just invest into it. Even if Bitcoin's up 50% that day, it's still a good way to get in is that dollar cost averaging and things like that. But yeah, took a chance on Spell token and some Bonk coin. I think could be interesting. I did see that here on CoinMarketCap, their awards Bonk is listed as one of the most influential meme coins for this year. So what that means if they do win, I have no idea, but could be a little bit of a boost in price as it gets a little bit more publicity. Just from that little kind of fun thing that CoinMarketCap does. So. But as you can see here, we are seeing Bitcoin inch closer and closer to that $55,000 mark. So, super cool, up 6.5% today. I think we are really just starting to see, Bitcoin climb as we get closer to the halving, which right now, according to the calculator, is about 54 days away. So, now is one of the best times to continue to use faucets, anything like that. Hey, Jonathan, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in. Glad you enjoyed. If you have any questions, things you want to hear about, feel free to leave some comments. The awesome channel, you said no. Not sure what you're saying no to, but please feel free to leave any questions or comments. Thanks for stopping in. Nice to see some people, joining in the chat here. Um, and yeah, low rollers welcoming them, so awesome. Definitely cool. Like I said, I think just the way the algorithm works here with the the YouTube Shorts and the algorithm that promotes these kind of streams gets new people into the channel. So awesome to see some people here, but yeah, if you're new to crypto or new to Bitcoin, anything like that, please feel free to leave questions, comments here in the chat. Myself and Low Roller are both pretty experienced in crypto. Yeah, we are getting closer to $55,000 here for Bitcoin. I think we started in the $54,700 range about, it says we've been live for about 13 minutes here. So, oh, we're getting close. $954. So we are less than, well, we're we're about $8 away from 55,000. So that's pretty cool. Hopefully it jumps up just a little bit more. But hey, there we go, $55,000 and 19 cents. I think we're going to continue to see Bitcoin climbing. Possibly overnight we could get to that $60,000 mark, which would be awesome to wake up and see. But yeah, $55,000. That's awesome. You know, Seems like at the rate we're going, we may even see 56. So, I don't think we've seen Bitcoin over $55,000 since, late 2022, or yeah, I guess I should say early 2022, depending on when the last, bull run kind of ended. But let me just out of curiosity pull that up. So, yeah, so the last time Bitcoin was, let's see here. Last time Bitcoin was up over 55,000 without getting too detailed in the coin market cap was around December of 2021. So this is 3 years ago. We haven't seen it this high up, which is awesome. But let's see. Laura, you said any of your friends, family members talking about crypto again? If not, crypto isn't popular again. I do have a few people that mention it here and there, not quite as much as what we saw, back in the 2021, 2022 timeframe. But, I think what we're going to start to see is, some of the more retail investor sites, the, Wall Street bets on Reddit, the Satoshi Street bets on Reddit, those kind of pages, you're taking an interest in crypto again. A lot of those pages, as, sketchy, I'll say sketchy as they might be, with, risky investments, stuff like that, they have a lot of people that follow them. And, if you start getting, a few posts here and there that are saying, hey, Bitcoin's up over 55,000, it could really hit 100,000, that's going to ignite a lot of that FOMO, bringing more money into Bitcoin, into crypto overall. So, very interesting, stuff here with how it all kind of plays together. But yeah, I think, Low Roller, you've got a really good point there. If people in your life aren't really talking about it yet, we still have a long way to go. And, I think you can use that as just a kind of indicator of, do you think it's really going to keep going up? If you remember how many people were talking about it, how many news networks were talking about it back in, a few years ago, 2020, 2021, you know, compare that to right now. Are you still seeing the same kind of network coverage on mainstream TV, media? Are a lot of people on Reddit talking about it? Are your friends and family in, your regular day-to-day life mentioning it? If that's a no, then, we've still got a while to go. So, when you've been looking at crypto and learning about it and all of that for, a little bit longer than just, trying to jump in and make money, you can start to notice these patterns and see that, yeah, Bitcoin's 55,000, first time in 3 to 4 years, but there's still so much room for growth because of what's been going on. Hey George, nice to see you here. As always, feel free to leave any comments, questions, things you want to hear about in crypto. But yeah, great to see you here. We do have $55,000 Bitcoin again, so very cool to see. But Low Roller, you said, new people will sign up to Robinhood to buy Dogecoin. New people won't go to Coinbase due to it taking forever to sign up. Yeah, you know, that's a great point, with sites like public.com, Robinhood, Webull, sites like that, make it really easy to get into crypto very quickly. And that's a great, kind of incentive and, boost in market cap for these different coins, just because it's so easy for anybody to get in and, take fiat and convert it into crypto. It used to be much harder just, not that long ago. So, of course, that is going to contribute to, seeing more gains like what we're seeing right now. $55,238 here for a Bitcoin. That just jumped $100 right after I said that. So, I do think we may even see a $56,000 Bitcoin here on the live stream. But yeah, so George, welcome to the stream, of course. If you do have any questions, comments, things you want to hear about, of course, this goes to anybody in the stream. Please feel free to leave a comment, a live chat. Happy to look into other topics, share my thoughts on crypto, the current market, things like that. Um, but George, you said I was swapping some crypto on Coinbase this morning, and the app was very slow. Yeah, of course, as more people do come in and realize what's going on in crypto, you may start to see some of those exchanges slow down just because the volume of, users and things like that. But, inherently, depending on how the, exchange is set up, some will be faster than others. And I think, the way that Robinhood and, similar sites are set up, it does make it very easy, very quick to get an account and get into crypto, make that first purchase very, very quickly. So, it is something to think about, especially when you're trying to make very quick gains and trade very quickly. You don't want to be stuck waiting for your account to load when, maybe your coin that you're holding is, up 1,000% and it might not be staying there. So, all things to consider there as well. But yeah, the whole release of Bitcoin is going up too fast. Yep, 55,439. So that's awesome. We may even see it go up another, $600 here and cross that 56,000 mark. So, And Low Roller said in the bull run, Bitcoin can go up $10,000 in a day. It would be crazier. Yeah, I think that is something that we could see, depending on where the price of Bitcoin itself is. A $10,000 day is absolutely possible. I know a lot of people have, long believed that Bitcoin will one day be $1 million a coin, which, yeah, I think, maybe not this bull run, but definitely in the future. And, at that point, $10,000 in a day, in the grand scheme of things, is not really that much of a swing. So, um, of course, if you're holding, some Bitcoin, $10,000 swings might, you know, be a little bit aggressive on your portfolio, but, it is something to kind of think about, just kind of putting it into perspective of where the price may be. But yeah, still holding strong over $55,000 here. So I think we have the potential to see a $60,000 Bitcoin in the next 24 hours. Um, and yeah, a lot of people do like crypto.com. It's a great exchange. They're a pretty good app. They've really built a great company over the last few years. I remember, you know, being one of the first to kind of get in with the MCO coin. That was a while ago. That's long switched over to the CRO coin, to get their Visa debit card through them. So yeah, it's a great site. I've never had any complaints with it. But Low Roller said to George here, you can buy your favorite altcoins while it's cheap before the newbies start buying crypto all crazy like. So yeah, getting out there, claiming coins from faucets, investing in them, right now is the best time. We're gonna start to see FOMO in cryptocurrency, and with that, it's gonna become more expensive to get coins. And if you really want to prepare yourself and put yourself in the best position to make as much money as possible here when the Bitcoin halving comes, using sites like the ones we talk about here on the channel, auto faucets, regular traditional faucets, it is the best way to build up your, holdings. And staking coins, mining, all of that works to kind of passively build that holdings, and you can invest at the same time too. So it's not one or the other. But George, you said you've been buying crypto since 2015, also used to mine BTC on NiceHash. Yeah, yeah, and you said, of course, faucets too. So, yeah, mining's great. Using, investments, stuff like that. It's all a great way to get into crypto. Of course, just going out and investing is, probably the easiest, lowest maintenance, but you do have to have the money up front. Whereas, if you have a gaming computer or a work computer that sits off for half the day, maybe running NiceHash on it, or, a similar program, something like Unminable, or something like that could be a great way to get some extra crypto holdings as well. So, very, very cool. Lots of different ways to get into crypto, lots of different ways to earn crypto. Um, See if I can fix the, nope, that didn't work. I was trying to get rid of the lines on the screen, but I don't know that we can. But yeah, so definitely, definitely tons of ways to get into crypto and earn this, Bitcoin and other altcoins, the Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, things like that. But yeah, so Low Roller said I got $60 in Dogecoin, paid 173 in fees. So yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, the moon faucets were great. I used those before they were a part of the hey Pedro, definitely, check out some of the faucets we have here on the channel. There's a lot of sites out there that you could probably pretty quickly earn 100 USDT coins, pretty quickly. So definitely recommend checking those out. Um, Let me see here. Yeah, so moon faucets were great. George, you said, yeah, Dutchy's good too. They are a great site, a great coin program with, a lot of utility. So yeah, definitely a really, really great site there. Low Roller said, "Are you rich in Bitcoin? Do you own one Bitcoin now?" Um, So, hopefully, George, if you do, obviously don't have to share, but it's certainly a pretty good day for you as we are, at now over 55,612, $611. So we are moving closer to that $56,000 mark. Will we hit it during this stream? But George, you said you started on a note on AIOZ today, hoping it pays good. George, out of curiosity, were you chatting in the Discord earlier today? I was talking to someone in the Discord. I don't know if you maybe have a different Discord name, but they also mentioned that AIZO or AIOZ coin as well. Just wondering if there's a couple people out there, looking into it today, or if it's, yeah, yes, you did. Okay, so that was you. I was interested just to see, if that was you in there as well, because yeah, I did look at the site. It definitely looks interesting. We'll have to, see where it goes, but yeah, we can definitely take a quick look at Space Token. They're not quite as much of a swing here. And really, I think the main reason for their volume, or I'm sorry, their price not changing too much is just because the volume is a little bit lower. Right around $11,000 in volume over the last 24 hours. So much lower volume coin, but still looking pretty good, right around that same price frame. So, I do think that we could possibly see this coin go up in value quite a bit. So, I'm just going to continue to hold on to it and hope for the best here with this coin. All right, had to take a quick drink there, but yeah, so space token's great. As you can see here, Bitcoin still doing really well. Let me do just a quick refresh, get the live price going back in since I've switched there. But yeah, as you can see, we are briefly over 55,700. So, you know, we've seen it go up almost $2,000 here in just the last 27 minutes on stream. So definitely really cool. I really do think that this could be fueled by some FOMO. It could be fueled by some of the ETFs that we've seen. Obviously that's closed right now with the markets being closed, but during the day, of course, tomorrow I'm sure we're going to see a big jump in those. And I think initially there was a little bit of skepticism around that. It didn't necessarily help the price right away, and I think that scared a lot of people. But just a few short weeks later, here we are at yearly highs, and over the last 3 years, not all-time highs, but we haven't seen Bitcoin this high priced since 2021. So very, very cool to see it up here, and I think as we continue to get closer, we still have about 54 days until the Bitcoin halving. We will just continue to see this coin climb in value. So very, very cool. But it does look like we've got 4 people here in the stream. So to anyone who is new, feel free to leave a comment, say hello, ask any questions you may have about cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, things like that. Pedro, welcome here. Thanks for asking a question here. He said, how do I make money from the internet? Some app. Great question. If you're looking to collect some cryptocurrency here for free online, a couple really good sites. One to start out with here is the Final Auto Faucet or Dutchie site. If you scroll down here on the site, you can see there's actually about 70 different cryptocurrencies that you can claim 100% for free starting right now. You don't have to do anything but put in an email and a password. No investment necessary. And in addition to this, there is also the site here, which is Fire Faucet, another great site. As George said there, you can use Loot TV, which is a great earning site that allows you to kind of power these. But as you can see, you can claim Bitcoin, Binance, Doge, Litecoin. I think there's about 12 coins here on this site specifically. There's also, hundreds and thousands of other cryptocurrency faucets out there beyond just those two. Those are two of my favorite faucets, but I do have a ton of great videos here on my YouTube channel, so make sure you check some of those out. If this is kind of your first entry into cryptocurrency, please feel free to comment on any of the videos and ask any questions you have. YouTube does promote those comments up a little bit, so I can answer them pretty quickly. So hopefully that helps. There's tons of ways to make money on the internet, but in a crypto sense, faucets are one of the easiest and lowest barrier to entry ways to get into crypto and start earning completely for free. Low roller, you said the hardest part in the bull run, it'll be hard to sell since we're getting greedy. People didn't sell crypto in the bull run are making money, and why sell if they can make more? Yeah, that is definitely, it's kind of the reverse FOMO, fear of missing out, people trying to jump in, and fear of missing out, people trying to jump out. I didn't really sell any of my crypto during the last bull run, and I think this time around, if it, goes up quite a bit like it did before, I think you just got to take some profits. There's no sense in holding on forever if you're never going to sell it. So, where that number is and how much you want to sell for is going to be different for everybody. But now it's a really good point. It's good to kind of go in and say, if I'm buying $100 worth of Dogecoin, I want to sell it when it makes it to $300 or $600 or whatever. So, definitely kind of interesting, but it does look like we have 6 people here, so welcome to everybody. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, things you want to hear about, please feel free to leave a live chat here on the stream as we get closer to a $56,000 Bitcoin. But let's see. Low Roller asked Pedro, how long have you been in crypto? George, you said, of course, Loot TV is good. Yeah, Loot TV is one of my favorite sites, just to power auto faucets. It's very passive, which I think goes along really well with the faucet mentality. So, having Loot TV running and building up your points there would be, a great way to kind of continue passively building your crypto income, while you're doing whatever else it is you want to go do. And I think that's what's really cool about crypto compared to other investments is you're really going to struggle to find a place to consistently give you free stocks in any company. I know a lot of those sites will do like a sign up bonus, one free stock up to $1,000, but that's one. You get one that's worth $2, then okay, cool, you got $2, but what do you do tomorrow or next week or next month? Whereas with crypto, you can consistently get free crypto 24/7 from faucets, and if you take a more active role in your claiming, there's things like surveys, offer walls, things like that as well. But yeah, absolutely, low roller. I think we can hit 56,000 in this stream. Yeah, we are up $2,000 in 1 hour, so super super cool. Um, but Pedro, you said you use Honey Gains and the Pawns network. Yeah, Honey Gain is a great one. I use Pawn a little bit. Don't really use it anymore, but yeah, Honey Gain is awesome. That's a very passive way to earn as well. And at least the last time I withdrew from them, they do pay in Bitcoin, or possibly other cryptos as well. So that's a great way to get crypto as well. But yeah, pairing Honeygain with sites like Final Auto Faucet or Fire Faucet, that's a great combo because, if your computer's already on using Honeygain, why not add 2 more sites that are going to passively earn you money? I have a friend over on his channel is Kevin's Crypto Tips. Definitely check his out. But he has a computer, an older dual core that I think probably has 6 or 7 services running on on that computer, earning him passive income. David, you asked, isn't Bitcoin really unstable? Uh, Short answer is it can be. It's a lot more stable than other cryptocurrencies, but it's more unstable than the traditional stocks. But just because it's unstable doesn't mean it's necessarily bad. You do just have to, take a proper amount of risk for your situation. I wouldn't put your life savings in any cryptocurrency, whether it's Bitcoin or any altcoin. But with moderation, investing into Bitcoin could make you a lot more than the stock market or other sites or other investment types out there. Um, George, kind of jumping back up to your comment there, a few other ones came in, but you said, what do you think the top for Bitcoin and ETH will be? Bitcoin, I think, probably conservatively for sure $100,000. I think we could easily see 125, and the top, I would say maybe around 150 to 175. Now, that's my personal estimate. It could be significantly higher than that. It could be significantly lower. I think right now, based off my expectations, I would be really happy if we made it to 125,000. But I also don't think I would be totally shocked if we made it to like 250,000 or more. It's really just going to depend on how much of a push we see after the halving. As Low Roller pointed out, is there going to be a lot of FOMO, things like that? It's hard to see, but we've seen Bitcoin go up almost over $2,000 in just the last 36 minutes. So, David, you said, but doesn't that hold a lot more risk with it? Yes, there is more risk with cryptocurrency investments. But if you are looking to get into something that could make a lot more money a lot quicker, usually there is more risk with it. And now that we've seen something like Bitcoin be around for a number of years. We're coming up on 11. No, not 11. I was thinking 2013. That was Dogecoin. We're over 10 years here with Bitcoin. Closer to 13 or 14 years, I believe. So, and yeah, we are now over $56,000. So it has jumped $2,000 in the last half hour. Um, you know, yes, Bitcoin can be unstable, but there's a lot of charts and data and history of Bitcoin that allow you to make very educated investments in cryptocurrency to, time when you're buying in and when you could possibly sell to make the most amount. Because yes, Bitcoin's $56,000 today, but in a year or two, it most likely will be lower than that. If you look at the chart, you can see that, like I was just saying, I would not be shocked if we saw a 100,000 to, possibly a $250,000 Bitcoin within the next 365 days. So, very cool. But I see we're getting a lot more chats here, so thank you so much for chatting in, everybody. I do appreciate the engagement here on the stream, but kind of scrolling back up just a little bit. Want to kind of touch on everybody's comment. Local, yep, definitely went up $2,000 in 1 hour, so that's awesome. We're actually getting close to 57K right now, so possibly $3,000 here in just the last 38 minutes. So Low Roller said altcoin season now, and Low Roller said to David, I see Bitcoin can crash 30% in 1 day. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, that is possible. I think it's a little bit more unlikely, but it is definitely possible. And then, yep, past 56K, we're getting close to 57 at this point. And then welcome. I'm not sure how to pronounce your YouTube name here, but yeah, 70K definitely is possible here. We may be a little bit further away from that, but we've seen almost $3,000 here in just the last hour. On the other screen here, let me take a look. So when I started this live stream 38 minutes ago, Bitcoin was $54,764. So we are up, just about $2,000 right now. We could see it jump past 57,000 very easily. I would not be surprised. So just like that, $57,024. So very, very cool. We are watching Bitcoin hit highs that we have not seen since 2021 right now. Welcome to everybody who is tuning into the stream. Thank you so much for stopping by. Please, if you haven't already, consider liking and subscribing to Bitcoin Tips. And if you haven't already, share this stream. Get the word out about what's going on in cryptocurrency right now. We are seeing price gains very, very quickly with Bitcoin. We can take a quick look here at Ethereum. Ethereum's up about 3% today, or I'm sorry, 5%. It just refreshed to about $3,200, almost 3,300. So very strong coin here. Jumping back, picking some other coins. Let's see here. Dogecoin's still doing well. Getting pretty close to that 9 cent mark, which is awesome. Uh, Jumping back and looking at some other coins, something like Polygon Matic, they're up quite a bit today, almost 8% to $1.07 per coin. Overall, like Low Roller said, we are getting into an altcoin season. We're getting into the next bull run. We may already be here. I see the question a lot is when will the next bull run be here? It may already be here. So very, very cool, to see all of these coins jumping in price like this. Bitcoin, of course, $56,576. That is, of course, according to CoinMarketCap. But with that being said, it's a great coin. I think we got a lot of momentum and a lot of potential to come here. Pedro, you asked, am I trading right now? I am not. I don't know if you mean in the stream or just in general, but usually the strategy that I personally have found to work the best is not necessarily trying to trade, more so investing. And to me, that I would say the difference is, when you invest, you go in and you purchase the coin with the intent to hold it for a certain period of time, whether that's a week, a month, a year, whatever it is, or to a certain price target, versus trading is, out there trying to exchange. You got some Bitcoin and you're going to try and trade into Dogecoin and then trade that Doge into Bitcoin to make some money. And then, kind of doing that short term, switching up what coins you have for a while versus just holding on and waiting for things to, move, in the right direction. So, right now, I don't really trade at all, and I am not trading currently in the stream, if that was the question. Um, but Low Roller, you said, don't FOMO Bitcoin, don't put your house up for sale to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, that's definitely not something you should do. I know people have done that, and it's worked out, but that's certainly not something that would be advisable. But looks like we have 6 people here. To anyone new in the stream, feel free to leave a chat or questions, things like that, in the comment section. And do make sure to like, share, and subscribe here to Bitcoin Tips to stay up to date on all the latest ways to earn free crypto. But George, you said, do you think if a recession hits in the U.S., Bitcoin will dump or pump? That's a really hard, question to answer. I think, it depends on what you mean by recession. Is it just affecting one country, like you said, the U.S. in the comment, or is it affecting the world? Because we did see, um, you know, we did see that something similar happen in the 2020 time frame, and Bitcoin did fall quite a bit. But uh, Darren, welcome to the stream. I appreciate you commenting. Definitely like and share and subscribe to my channel. But yeah, I'll go ahead and leave your comment there if you want to check out Darren's 3D prints. Darren, I hope you can return the favor by subscribing and liking the stream. But and Valerie XO, hopefully I said your name right. Hi, welcome to the stream. Please feel free to leave any questions, comments, things you want to hear about. Happy to talk about any coins or things in crypto. But George, you said, I saw a report yesterday that the UK was in a recession. I think a lot of places around the world have been, right on the border. Whether or not they officially declared it, who knows? But I think if we do see a worldwide kind of recession, or something like what we saw in 2020, yes, Bitcoin will probably fall down in value along with crypto. But as we saw in 2020, that was only a very small moment in time, and within the next few months, we're seeing Bitcoin get closer to those all-time highs and eventually setting those records. So again, with where Bitcoin's at right now, and this the timing with the halving and all of that, I wouldn't be too concerned, even if we did see a crash for whatever reason. I think what I would say is just use that time if it does crash to collect more from faucets, invest more if that's the way you're going about it. Mine crypto, there's tons of ways to get it, doing surveys, things like that, Loop TV, Hideout TV, and take advantage of, price dips in crypto, whether it's in Bitcoin or altcoins. Get as much as you can while you have the chance. And I think, it works out really well when the, official bull run does get here. So it does look like we have 7 people in the stream. Welcome to everybody. Please feel free to leave a chat. Make sure to like and share and subscribe if you haven't already. But we are just kind of taking a look here at Bitcoin up quite a bit in just the last little bit. But overall today, about 9.28%. We see the Bitcoin's 24-hour volume is up around 159%. So super cool to see. It does look like it is number 2 on volume for 24 hours, so we can see what coin is ahead of it. But Low Roller, what other coins are you interested in taking a look at? Happy to look at some other ones, but USDT is the only coin above that in volume by quite a bit. So stablecoin doesn't really count in my opinion, but still nice to see that there is a lot of volume going around. And as you can see here, overall, crypto is $2.12 trillion in market cap, which is about a 6.15% up in the day. So very cool. Let's see here. Darren, I see your comments there. I'm not sure which one you're referring to. I did say, check out the channel. Again, Darren, if you could return the favor, subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. And hit the like button on the stream. That would be great. But George, you said, how high will the Bitcoin ETF be tomorrow? It went up $2 today. That's a great question. I am not 100%, certain on how the Bitcoin ETF gets its price and how it kind of swings. I do know that it was up really well today, but I don't really think it correlates. Bitcoin just went up $2,000, so that's going to go up $2. That's not how it works. So I honestly I don't know, and that's maybe something I could do a little bit more research on to learn about is just kind of how that gets its price. So unfortunately, George, I don't really have a good answer for that. Certain platforms, I know it's pretty late now, for like East Coast hours where the market is based. So, certain sites like TradingView will give you after hours data, but after I think like I would say probably 7 or 8 p.m., they turn that off and then it turns back on, early in the morning for pre-market. That could give you a good idea if you do go on there and see either the moon or the sun with a different value next to it. That's pre and post market as well. So you can check out on there, but unfortunately, I don't really know how they price that, so I am not too sure how much the Bitcoin ETF will go up. And of course, I think it'll depend on how much trading is going on because that's more so on how many people are trying to buy it. So we'll see what happens, but Low Roller said when we're sleeping, Bitcoin will be 60,000 tomorrow or tank to 45. Yeah. Sometimes it doesn't seem like there is an in between, but we've held very steady at the $52,000 mark. So, I would say that even if we don't continue to climb at the rate we've seen just in the last hour, I do think we would fall back down to maybe the $52 to $50,000 range. Hopefully, no more than that, but hey, you never do know. Awesome. Well, just grabbed a quick drink there, but it does look like we have 6 people here on the stream. So thank you to everybody who has been tuning in. I think this has been a pretty successful stream. We've gotten some new names in the comments. Great to see more people going on. Frisman, hey, nice to see another familiar name. What's going on with you? We've just been watching Bitcoin. It's gone up about $2,000 here in just the last hour, to about $56,000, a little over. So, awesome to see you here. If there's anything you want to talk about, probably going to get ready to wrap up the stream here in the next 5-10 minutes. But happy to answer any questions, things like that, in the next few minutes. But low roll, you said look at the price in crypto is addictive. The last 2 years, crypto is depressing. Yeah, that's definitely very true. Seeing prices like this, lots of green, it's very good to see. But of course, you just gotta, like I said a little bit ago, pick the price that you're hoping it gets to, and if it gets there, take your profits. Whether you've invested or you've worked at, claiming from faucets, playing crypto games, doing surveys, whatever it might be. If the price gets to where you think it would be, go ahead, take that profit, and celebrate with it. Do whatever you want. Maybe put aside whatever you invested, and that way you have it there, and when crypto falls back down, you can invest back in. George, you said, what coin are you mining on Rollercoin? Right now, I have my Rollercoin to be mining Dogecoin. Um, I think I shared here on the channel, I did have a little bit of an issue with the Bitcoin withdrawal. It took about 2.5 months to get withdrawn. Not really sure why it took so long to get my withdrawal, but I did eventually get it. So I figured what I would do is mine a coin like Dogecoin that, I'm not opposed to having some more Dogecoin. And, it's got a little bit of a lower, withdraw fee and withdraw, limit. So I'm able to mine them pretty quickly as well. So right now I'm mining Doge. We'll see how it goes. I want to, test a different coin. Um, if that goes well, what I may do is switch over to my Matic coin on there as well, because I've been mining Matic with my GPU mining rig, and that's worked out really well with the price going up quite a bit on that coin. So may do that as well, or I may just leave it as Dogecoin for the time being. But for the time being, I'll be going with Doge. So, um, let's see. Low Roller said just collect from faucets, and asked George, did you fix the withdrawal issue? I remember recommending to fix Bitcoin stuck. Yeah, that's a great question. Low Roller, great memory. If you were able to get that transaction moving there. But Frisman, you said with BTC at all-time highs coming soon, how long do you think faucets can keep paying? That's a very, very good question. You know, Unfortunately, again, I'm not really going to have an exact answer because every faucet is different and it depends on how they make their money. Certain sites out there don't necessarily rely on ads anymore, but, the more traditional faucets that are just relying on ads, you're going to see payments reduced. And, what you see on a lot of sites like Fire Faucet or Final Auto Claim, where they're auto faucets, to actually go out and claim Bitcoin is very expensive when it comes to um, using your whatever the points are called on the site, whether it's auto claim points or Dutchy or faucet claim tokens, stuff like that. Where claiming Dogecoin, you might spend, I'll just say 5 auto claim tokens, per claim. Claiming Bitcoin, you might spend 500, and you're technically getting the same dollar amount, but because Bitcoin is so expensive for them to run, you're using more of those. So we may see less Bitcoin faucets and more altcoin faucets in the future, but it is hard to say. So to answer your question there, let me actually charge my mining farm here. As you can see, this is my total petahash here on the site, and I've got about 59 Dogecoin in the site right now, to answer your question there, George. Um, and then, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, George said it is still stuck. Sorry to hear that, George. Hopefully you can get that going soon. I know the Bitcoin network has been, pretty congested lately, and I know with more and more people coming into cryptocurrency and all of that, it's one of those things that it'll get there eventually. Unfortunately, I guess you just do have to be patient. Um, and then Lowell asked if you did see any of the confirmations move. So hopefully you're, able to get, um, a little bit of movement on that, and you're able to get your coins soon. But good thing to remember is as long as you have the right address and you can kind of confirm that you do, you know, eventually get that payment when it does kind of get unstuck. So as long as the address is correct, you should be all set. So it does look like we have 9 people here tuning in. If you're just tuning in, welcome. Please make sure to subscribe to Bitcoin Tips if you haven't already, and feel free to leave any comments here on the stream. We've watched Bitcoin go up about $2,000 in the last hour. Seems to have kind of found a new support right around $56,400, but still very excited to see it jump up quite a bit. So, thank you to everyone for tuning in, but probably going to get ready to wind down the stream here. Definitely saw a lot of progress in Bitcoin, and as Low Roller said earlier in the stream, make sure to check the price when you wake up tomorrow. It may be 60,000, it may be less, but I think we've seen a lot of strong movement here. There's a lot of potential, a lot of people trying to get into crypto, and when the U.S. markets open tomorrow with the Bitcoin ETFs, I do believe we are going to see even more movement as those try and catch up from these after what would be after hours trading gains, since crypto never sleeps. So very, very cool. You don't want to wait till Bitcoin hit 50,000 or 57,000. Hey, low roller, you never know. Bitcoin was right around 52,000 for the last, 4 or 5 days. If we look at the week chart here, Bitcoin was between 51,000 and, that $52,000 mark for the last week. So who knows? We may sit at 56,300 ish for the next, 4 or 5 days. It does seem to have slowed down a little bit, which, hey, it is what it is, but, it's still seeing, $2,000 in gains. Very cool. Hey, Mike, nice to see you here. Definitely awesome to see, this kind of gains with crypto. I switched the all, that's why it's such a high percentage, but, about 10% up today. We have seen it jump about, the last hour here about $2,000. So very, very cool to see. But yeah, definitely awesome to see another familiar name here. As we've had people filtering in and out throughout the stream, got a number of new names here. Pretty active chat session, I think. So, overall, I think this stream's been pretty successful. So, thank you to everybody who has tuned in. Does look like there's 6 people here right now, which is awesome. I appreciate everybody for stopping by and just taking a look at what's been going on in crypto, seeing Bitcoin's price at a level that we haven't seen since 2021. Um, Low roller said if I'm going live again this week, probably. I do want to try and do maybe some more of these style streams since they do seem to work pretty well. But maybe possibly a regular stream as well. So, I'll keep an eye on Bitcoin and see where it goes. Do want to try and do 1 or 2 full-length videos, possibly one on the earnings potentials from faucets as well as the earning potentials from space coin staking. Um, so hopefully the you know profits continue to go up across those, and coin values go up as well. So we'll have to see what happens with it. It is one of those things that I think we will continue to see price gains, whether or not it's today, tomorrow, or in the future, later on, this month or this year after the halving. Who knows? But we've seen a lot of positive movement right now, which I think is awesome. But Yeah, Laura asked, Darren, are you new to the crypto world? So, you know, definitely feel free to ask any questions. The Theta network went up 40%. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we can THEA Theta network. Yeah, they're up about 40% right now to about $2.08, which is awesome. So definitely. And Darren, you said no, but maybe kind of new to the crypto world. So yeah, if there's any questions you have here or after the stream ends, if you do think of anything, definitely feel free to leave a comment on any of the videos here on the channel. I'm always happy to try and provide some help over comments, and if anything does come up where maybe it's a good idea for a full-length YouTube video, always happy to do that as well. So there's always a lot of things that maybe I think are easy to understand in crypto, but for someone just joining could be useful to see in a video. All right. Well, I do appreciate everybody for joining in. It does look like Bitcoin has slowed down just a little bit. Um, But oh, Darren, you said just learning about it, not actually in it yet. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Right now could be the best time to get in. Yeah, if you say you would like to be in crypto, absolutely, that's awesome. Um, start by making an account on some of the faucets. It's a great way to get in with no investment and very little time up front. I have a bunch of videos here on my YouTube channel. There's tons of videos on everybody else's YouTube channels here on YouTube. And, I think, the community overall is very helpful in showing you different ways to earn crypto, different ways to spend, invest, things like that. So, very cool. Welcome to crypto. If you're new to Bitcoin tips, welcome. I do usually try and upload new videos on different sites a couple times a week. So, there's always sites out there that will let you earn crypto and, build up your holdings. And as you've seen here, if you had had one Bitcoin, of course, you'd have quite a bit of money, but you would have just made $2,000 in the last hour. So, very possible to, find coins like a Dogecoin or a Shiba Inu. They're very, very cheap. You can get hundreds of thousands of them pretty quickly, and hopefully one day they could go up to a penny or more. It's not just all about Bitcoin. There's tons of coins out there. As you've probably seen Low Roller mention some of the coins he's been interested in. you know Dogecoin's a great start. It's cheap. You can get a lot of them fairly quick, and have a bigger balance than something like Bitcoin, where you would have satoshis versus a whole coin. um, but yeah, definitely make sure to stick around the channel. And again, if you do have any questions that you think of, feel free to comment just on any of the videos, whether it's a new one or an old one. The comments do pop up right at the front page for me, so I can try and respond and provide my answer best as possible, and support you as you continue to learn more about crypto. But overall, again, just wanted to thank everybody who is here. Low rollers, thank you for being here. Mike, George, if you're still here, thank you so much for stopping in. I know there's some familiar names. Frismond, if you were here still, I appreciate you stopping by, as well as anybody who was new who commented. Darren, appreciate the chatting here in the comments, and I do wish you luck on your journey into crypto, and I do hope to be a part of it and helping you learn about it here on Bitcoin Tips. So again, thank you so much, everybody. We saw a lot of positive price pressure here in Bitcoin. I think we will continue to see this over the next few months as we get closer to Bitcoin's halving. But thank you so much for joining in the stream. Hopefully, we'll be live later this week looking at Bitcoin with $60,000 prices, but we will have to wait and see. Thanks to everybody for watching. I hope to see you in my next stream. Bye.